Tonight on Newsbeat, learn what LSU is doing to combat cybercrime.
Find out how one LSU alumna made a major discovery.
And see if LSU students are prepared for natural disasters as tornado season approaches.
All that and more, Newsbeat starts right now.
Good evening and welcome to Newsbeat. I'm Haley Kennedy.
And I'm Aria Pons. Thanks for joining us.
A recent study by the University of Maryland found that more than half of college students have experienced hazing at their time in school. Max Groover was an LSU student who died from hazing in 2017. Last week, a settlement was reached in the civil lawsuit filed by his parents. Reporter Allie Paul explains LSU's history and reaction to hazing allegations.
Stephen Groover, father of Max Groover, is relieved that the civil lawsuit filed against LSU and other organizations to be held accountable for their negligence in hazing incident has come to an end. He believes that the settlement of the case makes a statement towards institutions across the country that hazing will not be tolerated.
I mean, there's been so much stress wrapped in around that entire process. It allows us to feel more comfortable and is really going to allow us to better focus on what is our goal with
The settlement awarded the Groover family $6.1 million for damages suffered as a result of their son's death. The civil lawsuit was initially filed by the family in 2019. The lawsuit claimed LSU organizations associated with the fraternity violated the Title IX Act, claiming that the university had a double standard policing hazing allegations. The suit went on to claim LSU turned a blind eye to fraternity hazing due to a history of supported culture perpetuating gender stereotypes, minimizing hazing allegations to stereotypes of boys being boys. The Max Groover Act, passed in 2018, was created to hold universities and organizations accountable for hazing. Since the passing of the Max Groover Act, over 20 investigations of hazing have been investigated by LSU PD. Fraternities and sororities found guilty of hazing have been penalized through disciplinary actions such as suspension of chapter, social probation, or elimination of members.
And so everybody's responsible for their individual conduct. So number one, you want to hold the individuals that are responsible. So individual fraternity and sorority members can be held responsible.
For Tiger TV, I'm Allie Paul.
The Groover family plans to donate the majority of the $6.1 million settlement to the Max Groover Foundation.
Another issue that has the LSU community worried is cybercrime. The university is working with Louisiana State Police to develop a solution. Beginning in late 2022, cybersecurity experts have been developing Hook Tracer, an AI software dedicated to preventing cyber attacks. This software is used by investigators to inspect malicious software or malware that can steal money and information. Hook Tracer is programmed to study and learn from the hooks used in malware, which often hide it from being detected. Companies, organizations, and schools that store personal information that can be stolen or held for ransom are common targets for cyber attacks. According to LSU, Louisiana is more vulnerable to cyber attacks than most of the U.S.'s southern states.
I really try to ignore it a lot of the time because it's kind of a scary thing to think about. If you think about like all your personal data, because LSU has access to your social security number, credit cards, date of birth, all these things that people could use to get information, get in your bank, whatever, impersonate you.
In a time where people fear the rise of artificial intelligence, Hook Tracer aims to increase security both on campus and statewide. Conservative commentator Candace Owens will be speaking tonight at the Union Theater.
Reporter Miguel Paredes Reyes is in the Union with more information about Owens and what to expect from her talk. Miguel?
It's just one stop on her 8-college tour labeled Live Free. She's partnered with Turning Point USA, a nonprofit organization that, according to their website, aims to identify, educate, train, and organize students to promote freedom. She's been through college campuses around the country speaking on American values. Tickets are first come, first served. Doors open at 6, and the talk will start at 7. For Tiger TV, I'm Miguel Paredes Reyes. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Miguel. Mardi Gras has a rich history in Louisiana. An LSU alumna discovered footage of the 1898 Rex Parade that has been lost for over a century. LSU graduate Mackenzie Roberts Beasley currently works at the Smithsonian Archives of American Art in Washington, D.C. as an audiovisual archivist. Mardi Gras historian and expert Author Hardy has been searching for the wreck's footage for over 40 years. When Beasley joined the hunt for the footage, she successfully tracked it down to the Netherlands through the Federation of American Films database of silent films. She says that the Netherlands had no idea they had them.
Yeah, here, I'll digitize it and send it to you. And so he sent it to me and I was like, hey, Will, I found one of them. And that happened to be that one. And the Netherlands had no idea that they had the oldest footage. Being a team player is usually my job, is just, you know, I'm in a line of names of other things that I've done. That's kind of the first time anyone's been like, oh, we really care that you did it. I was like, oh, thanks.
Roberts Beasley will begin working as a professor at LSU School of Library and Information Science in the summer of 2023.
Weather reporter Sydney Goldberg has your weekly forecast. Sydney, will it get warmer soon?
Yeah, Aria, it's going to be much warmer for the rest of the week, and Wednesday is looking pretty nice. Lots of sunshine and some clouds, already in the upper 70s for noon, and 82 for the afternoon high, which is much warmer than we were today. Now, Friday is going to be our next chance of rain associated with this low pressure system. As it moves to the east, already some showers in the Baton Rouge area around lunchtime, but then most of those showers and storms are going to move through the evening and Friday night, and then that'll push through, allowing for some dry conditions Saturday morning. Now, some of these storms could be strong. The Storm Prediction Center issuing a 2 out of 5 slight risk for severe weather for the Baton Rouge area and north of the state, so make sure that you stay weather aware on Friday. Now, it's going to be warm and dry through Thursday. We do have those chances for severe weather on Friday, a slight cool down on Saturday, staying dry, but then that chance of rain returns on Sunday through Tuesday of next week. Back to y'all at the desk.
After the break, Kim Mulkey and company is headed to the Sweet 16. Find out how you can be part of their journey.
Welcome back. LSU women's basketball will play in the Sweet 16 for the first time in 9 years this Friday.
That's right, and sports reporter Trinitee Johnson has more on how the team is working to prepare for their upcoming game. Trinitee?
That's right. The last time the Tigers traveled to Greenville, they fell short to Tennessee in the SEC tournament. But now the team feels prepared for what's to come. Angel Reese says that it is imperative for the team to continue to rebound and defend to get the victory over Utah. For the Tigers to perform successfully against the Utes, Reese says they need to rest and recover this week to stay in the right mindset. There will be a sweet send-off for the team Wednesday at noon to see the Tigers off. Everyone is welcome. I'm Trinitee Johnson, back to the desk.
Thanks, Trinitee. Spring has officially sprung, and that means rainy days are ahead. Weather reporter Sydney Goldberg reminds students why it's important to stay weather aware this spring.
Although hurricanes are usually the disaster that comes to mind concerning Louisiana, tornadoes are no strangers to the state, and peak tornado season is here. The National Weather Service says that 70% of all tornadoes in the United States occur during the months of March and June, and recent tornado outbreaks in the South have been occurring earlier than the typical season.
There has been some research recently that suggests that we are seeing a legitimately increasing frequency of tornadoes in this Dixie Alley region.
And Louisiana is a part of this region. Casey Tingle, the director of the Governor's Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness, has noticed the increasing pattern within the state.
We're seeing more severe weather the past several years than we had seen previously.
With the arrival of peak tornado season and the possibility of more severe weather events and tornadoes in Louisiana, even outside of the typical months. I asked LSU students if they knew what to do if a tornado warning was issued on campus.
I'm running.
Like a warning? No, I don't know.
Hide under a table?
I have no idea.
Honestly, I'm going to the bank. The Campus Federal, I bet you has a vault. Those vaults, those are like safe, so.
With many students and LSU employees occupied on campus with classes and activities, it can be difficult to pay attention to the weather. Ghost Up Director Casey Tingle shares ways LSU students and Louisiana residents can be more weather aware.
Having the emergency alerts turned on your phone, for those that are LSU students, being able to receive alerts from the schools, following the National Weather Service. All of those are good ways to stay in touch with what may be happening a day or two ahead of time so that you have time to prepare.
Staying weather aware and having a plan is the best way you can stay safe during severe weather events and tornadoes this spring season. For Tiger TV, I'm Sydney Goldberg.
To find more information on tornado safety, head to the LSU Emergency Operations website for campus procedures.
Raising Cane's now specializes in TV shows along with Caniac combos. Reporter Addie Loftus has the scoop on the show, the chicken, and how LSU has played a role in all of it.
Raising Cane's is known for their world-famous chicken. Now, founder Todd Graves is stepping away from chicken to cook up a new TV series called Secret Sauces. The show features Graves traveling around the country, talking to successful people about their journey.
It started off as a food and a travel show, and then it kind of morphed into something even better than that, which became like, let's talk to a bunch of people around the country that have great stories and that show what made them successful as well.
Graves visits his earliest chicken shop, located in Baton Rouge, in the show's first episode. Louisiana local Shaquille O'Neal visits Graves to talk about his journey. Along with Shaq, the show will feature many stars like Kendra Scott, Snoop Dogg, and more. The first Cane's opened on Highland Road, just outside the LSU campus. LSU and Cane's have been together from the beginning, watching the franchise go from 1 to over 700 stores nationwide. Restaurant partner Jesse Annarella says LSU students have played a big role in the Raising Cane's story.
LSU's been great, the community's great, the students really breathe life into this restaurant.
The feeling is reciprocal from students. They made the place popular on late nights and study breaks.
I walk here all the time. 100%. Yeah, we literally get out of Himes, taking a test, come over here, get some Canes. It's wonderful.
Secret Sauces debuted on A&E on March 4th. A new episode premieres every Saturday. For Tiger TV, I'm Addie Loftus.
Don't go anywhere, Tigers. We'll be right back with more. Welcome back. This spring, Tiger TV will celebrate our second annual Battle of the Bands fundraiser.
That's right. This year, we will have 6 amazing bands who will play at Fred's on March 30th. The first band we'd like to shout out is called Oat Soda. Oat Soda formed just months ago. The band is a mix of different genres like jazz, blues, indies, and pop music. Their main inspirations are the Chicks, John Mayer, and the Wallows. You can find tickets to watch Oat Soda on our socials at LSU Tiger TV and on our website, tigertv.tv.
That's all the time we have for tonight's Newsbeat. I'm Aria Pons.
And I'm Haley Kennedy. Have a great night, Tigers.